Good morning. Good morning. Rocky with the Jazz. Rocky with the Jazz. I'm loving it. Good afternoon, Tava Nation. Good afternoon. Listen, man, Rocky, look, that is stepping the game up. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you all show Rocky some love. We're going to give people a moment to get on here. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let's see who we have on here so far. I see Melanie. What's going on, Melanie? I see you. I see you. Good day. Good day. How are you? Nina Moore, how are you? I see you. I see you. I know I'm going to call you, Nina. I'm going to call you. All right. Allure, how are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. Hey, Tava family. I see you. Dory, what's up? You are on deck. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Dory, how you doing? In Philly representing. Janet Reese, how are you? Letitia Blake Allen, I see you guys. That's right. You are here. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Paige? Hey, Paige. Hey, Paige. How are you, Paige? Everybody say hello to Paige. If you're on here, chat with Paige. Say hello, Paige. Okay. Stephanie Jenkins, how are you? I see you. I see you. All right. Chantel Rice, hello. How are you? So listen, welcome to TAVA Speaks, everyone. Today is Thursday. Today is January 14th. We are already 14 days until 2021. So, man, it's flying by already. That's what I'm talking about. Tammy Clark, good afternoon. How are you? Melinda McCrae, how are you? I see you. Tracy Tryon, Houston, Texas in the house representing the H-Town. Y'all should have traded James Harden, man. Y'all should have built around him, Tracy. That was a mistake. I see you. I see you. Donald Carter, man, what's going on? Donald, man, I got one question for you, man. What's for dinner today? What are you going to eat on Facebook today? Okay, so Shelly Brown, I see you. Hello, good afternoon. Stephanie Jenkins, how are you? Sabrina Wright, Miami. What's going on down in Miami, Sabrina? All right, so listen, TK said it is Winning Thursday. That's right. Listen, speaking of Thursday, today is Close Out Thursday. For all you all who are watching today and you're a part of Tava Nation, you know today is the day that we end payroll at midnight Central. Midnight Central, make sure that you all are on opportunity calls today. Make sure you plug into the corporate call. And I know you all are doing your individual calls as well, but make sure you're plugging in. We're halfway through the month, so make sure that we're closing the week strong because we're halfway into it, okay? All right, Lisa Horsley. What's going on, Lisa? I see you. I see you. Megan from the corporate office. Lachelle Pierre. Man, the corporate office is represented today. You all show that corporate office some love. Speaking of corporate office, listen, we are closed on Monday. We're closed on Monday, so we observe here at TAVA MLK Day, so we want to make sure that everybody's aware that we are closed for selling MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day. Okay, so make sure that you all know that. Make sure you put that in your groups. We are closed on Monday. So, but all right. So who else do we have on? Callie Lloyd, how are you, Callie? I see you. I see you. All right. So listen, let's go ahead and let's get it kicked off. As you all know, this is Thursday. It's TAVA Speaks. So we always have phenomenal stories on TAVA Speaks. Not just on TAVA Speaks, you know, Lachelle does phenomenal stories. I don't know what that was she did last night. I was teasing her today, couch conversations, sofa conversations. I don't know. I think she was in Mr. Lloyd's office last night after hours, so I'm gonna tell on her. So, but couch. I hope you all tuned in for couch conversations last night. So it was a good show. So you all give my friend and my partner Lachelle Pierre a shout out. Okay. So listen. Let's see who we have on here today. So like I say, today is Thursday. We have a stellar lineup every single Thursday. So make sure you guys are sharing the information as well on your social media pages too. So because you never know how these stories may inspire somebody that's watching. Okay. But before we bring the guest up, Rocky, you know, I was thinking today, a lot of people don't know, you know, we have been in business 1 year, a little over 1 year. October last year made 1 year that we've been in business here at TAVA, but people are starting to find out that we pay daily here.
Already rich, Came with my so I'm already rich. Can't tell me nothing, I'm already big. Already real paper where the Soviet. Already bigger than money, I started this.
Daily pay. How many of you all know that we pay out daily here at TAVA? Daily pay. So you have to hit the rank of Executive Director 2. Executive Director 2, but stay tuned. So Executive Director 2, people have been calling me saying, man, I didn't know TAVA paid out daily. They have money sitting in their account, $580. I saw one yesterday for $880. So make sure that you all are getting the daily pay. Not only are you guys getting paid retail, but when you start to personal recruit, when you get your personal recruits up and you are an Executive Director 2, you are going to get paid daily. Is that right, Dorothy Cook? Dorothy Cook's one of the ones who gets paid daily. So make sure that you all are striving for the rank of Executive 2. Not just that, we have this excursion coming up. I don't know how many of you all are excited about Jamaica. Man, I am super excited about Jamaica. I hadn't seen a lot of you all. I don't know, we have a lot of new people that have come on board here at TAVA here in the last few months, but we are excited about going to Jamaica. So make sure you get qualified for that trip as well. Rocky, throw that back up there for me. So if you all didn't see it, we're going to Jamaica April 29th through May 2nd. So make sure that you go get, if you don't have a passport, you need to go get it now because it takes a while to get it. So make sure that you go grab your passports because we want to see you all in Jamaica. We were talking yesterday and, we were talking about what activities we were going to do. And I suggested to Mr. Lloyd that we actually work out every morning at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. workout. So you all are going to see I'm going to be there. Rocky's going to be there. Rocky's going to be leading the workout. Lachelle and Rocky will be, no, I'm kidding, not at 4 a.m. But no, we will be working out at 4 a.m. on the beach. So we got several activities planned. So we're going to have a blast with each and every one of you all. So that's Jamaica. So make sure that you get the details on how you qualify for the Jamaica trip. And we'll be putting out more information on what those qualifications are as well too, okay? So listen, let's go ahead. We're gonna jump right into it. And, we have two guests on here, today that are gonna have some phenomenal stories. And let's see who I wanna pick first. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So you know who she is. Miss Sharon Kornegay. How are you today?
I'm fine, Mr. Harris. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. Man, I love those walls. I like them.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you can tell that's a custom home. That is a very
Yes,
nice home. Yes, it is. So Sharon, tell everybody where you're located. Where are you
I am in Bonaire, Georgia, which is in the middle Georgia area, about 90 miles south of Atlanta.
You may as well say that is that Warner Robins?
Warner Robins, right outside the Air Force Base.
Yeah, my mother-in-law lives in Warner Robins. So when I saw Bonaire, Georgia, because I shipped you something a few weeks ago, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So how are you enjoying that? How's your team?
I am enjoying it, and my team members are enjoying it as well.
Good. Well, look, I want you all, before we get started, I want you all to show Sharon some love and tell her to relax. And she was a bit nervous, but look, she has nothing to be nervous about here on TAVA Speaks, because all we do is have fun on TAVA Speaks. And, so your story is going to be important for people to hear. So you all just say, relax, Sharon, let's have fun. Okay. So Sharon, listen, how long have you been a part of TAVA?
Since May of 20.
May of 2020. And who actually enrolled you in the TAVA?
My cousin, Barbara Gaines. She's a director.
Okay, she's a director. Okay,
yeah.
All right. So I know you're building your team right now, and you're part of that amazing leadership under Miss Lisa Horsley. Okay,
yeah.
And
Miss Horsley.
Yeah, Lisa Horsley. So, but listen, so what made you make the decision to say yes to TAVA back in May?
So it's a funny story, Mr. Harris, because Ms. Gaines was involved in another company that was distributing tea and selling tea. And 2 years prior to her approaching me in May, I received the previous product and I threw it on top of the refrigerator. And I thought nothing else of it until I got ready to move. And I remember, oh, here's that product. And I threw it in the trash. So May was a perfect timing.
Wait. You threw the product in the trash?
I threw it in the trash.
So what you throwing in the trash? The tea, the valet? What you throwing in the trash?
No, not your product. Her competitor, a previous product that she was distributing about 2 years ago.
Okay. All right.
So she approached me again, and it was perfect timing because we were already at home because of the COVID issue, and I had been going through some things on my job, and I was like, you know what? I've been in the military environment for about 33 years. It's time for me to start making some decisions for my health and for my welfare and for my future. So she's like, you want to try this tea? I was like, sure. So this time when I got it, I was quite impressed because the packaging first caught my attention, right? So then I tried it, and the results I experienced were phenomenal, and it just blew me out of this world. And so that's how I got involved in it.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much. You know, I designed that packaging. I'm glad the packaging actually caught your attention. No, I didn't design the package, but no, you're right. Marketing is always good. So, and I'm glad it caught your attention, and I'm glad, you said yes to TAVA, but, from a product standpoint, you say the products have been absolutely amazing for you. Tell your story, how the products have really helped you, because you're all about your team. You inboxed me the other day, and you wanted to give some things away to your customers and your team. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna drop it in the mail. I'm gonna bless you today. And you hit me back. You're like, how much I owe you? I was like, nope, just make sure that you take care of your team.
So here's my story. I'm real funny. I'm not a person that's easily impressed. And I'm like this, if it works for me, then I buy into it, and I'm gonna get buy-in from others. And so what happened is I'm a disabled vet, combat related, served in the Gulf War. And as a result of some of the exposure there, I experienced some medical issues, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. And in addition to those issues, I also had a knee injury where I fell and tore my meniscus. And so I was on this cane, right? And I had issues getting in and out of the bathtub, something as simple as that. And I love taking baths because the soaking and the Epsom salt. I'm old school, Mr. Harris, from Alabama. So
you from Alabama too?
I'm from Roll Tide. I'm from McKenzie Court and Bessemer, Alabama.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
We got a lot to talk about there, and I know all about that. I'm sure we know some of the same people. You do know I'm from Tuscaloosa, right?
Yes, I do.
So we have a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep going. See, that's Alabama thing, y'all. They wouldn't understand. So.
No, they wouldn't understand. And so anyway, I tried the tea, and and I know we don't make no medical claims of healing and so forth, but this is my testimony. So what happened is because of fibromyalgia, there's a lot of things that come along with that affected my body. For example, I had short-term memory issues, and I had physical issues and muscle aches. And so in addition to that, I had irritable bowel issues. And so when I tried this tea, I was like, oh man, it was a movement that I hadn't experienced in a long time. And so I was like, Barbara, hey, I'm impressed with this tea. What else comes along with this? And she was like, there's a liquid vitamin. And then at the time it was Vita Plus. So I tried all three products. And let me tell you something, Mr. Harris, I couldn't exercise because of my physical limitations. It was very challenging. Like I said, something as simple as getting up off of the toilet or getting out of the bathtub. I used to have to prop my cane on the outside of my tub just to get up, right? Mm-hmm. So I started experiencing some positive results. I'm like, dang, this stuff works for real. And that's my story on why I got, I bought into it. Because I'm like this, I'm not easily impressed. But the other challenge is that on my military job, I'm required to lead a team that's called Integrated Product Team, right? And as a result of that, I was experiencing, like I said, some short-term memory issues. And I heard the story about Vita Plus and mental clarity. So what I used to do to compensate for my mental issues is I would take a recorder into meetings. Well, the agency issued a policy that said no more recordings. Because in addition to that, I also represent complainants in EEO complaints, discrimination complaints. So people were recording some things that was happening Agent's like, no, that's it. But what happened is I was afraid because now I can't remember. I started taking that stuff. Man, I'm telling you, I feel like a totally different person. I am back at it, and I'm good at what I do. And I love the TAVA products. I love it.
Well, listen, first off, thank you for serving, and you're still serving because I heard you say you're still down there in Warner Robins, working there at the base. My sister-in-law works there as well, too. Y'all probably know each other. It's so funny. I know it's a huge base. She told me when she was here a couple of weeks ago, she said the products are starting to circulate around the job. Is that you?
Probably me.
Because she came here wanting some coffee, talking about, I need some of that coffee. And I'm like, okay, because, your friends and family, they never really, support you. So, I gave her some. So, and then she ended up ordering some as well, too. But that is you. I just figured that out. That's you on the base.
That's me.
Everybody down there in Warner Robins. So that is amazing. So that is a huge base. So look, you have a huge audience there in Warner Robins. So a big base. So, but like I say, how long did you serve in the military, Sharon?
I did 8 years, and my whole family has served in the military. My son is currently deployed. And guess what, Mr. Harris? I got him on those vitamins too.
How old is your son?
My son is 29.
29. So thank him for serving as well. Thanks for his, serving in the military as well too. So, but listen, from a product perspective, I know all the products are working for you. And I have to say this, you talked about, memory loss. And one thing that I've learned, if you all have not checked out Dr. Nicole Bramwell's training that she did a few Saturdays ago, if you're watching this, I want to encourage each and every one of you all to go back and watch that training. She really broke down the ingredients of each and every product. And, you said Vita Plus. For all you new people, Vita Plus was our old product. It's now called Flare. That helps with memory loss. And one thing, not memory loss, but it gives you clarity and focus, okay? And one thing that's in there, and it's an ingredient in there that's called selenium, okay? Selenium has become one of my favorite words because I'm getting up there too. I got a birthday next week, okay? So, and my wife always tells me, I just told you that 2 hours ago. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I make sure that I pop, that Flare as well too. So Flare has a selenium inside of it that helps you to remember. So, when you said, Sharon, that, you were having to record everything and now you don't because you're taking the Flare every single day because it's giving you that mental clarity and focus. So that is an amazing testimonial. That's a testament to each and everybody that's watching. If you're watching this and if you're not a part of TAVA, as Sharon told you, we have some amazing products. So with our products, Sharon, what is your favorite? I mean, I know you're probably going to say all four, but you got to pick one. So what is your favorite product?
Probably the tea, Mr. Harris, because I've lost 22 pounds. I love the effects of that tea. And, I didn't even realize that we were carrying around toxins. And just think about this. I am almost 54 years old. I had never detoxed in my life. And because of all of those pollutants and environmental hazards, the sugar content in my body, I didn't even realize that was contributing to some of the pain that I was feeling in my muscles. And I feel absolutely wonderful, with the tea. I just love it.
Yeah, the tea is an amazing product. Sharon, just curious, what is your maiden name? My
maiden name is Lowry. But my family in Tuscaloosa the last name was Davis.
Oh, girl, I know you. We got a whole lot to talk about. We're gonna go to Tuscaloosa and we're gonna capture Tuscaloosa. So because I was just there a couple of weeks ago. So, but you know about Taco Castle. Let me see if you're really from Tuscaloosa.
I know about Tasty Freeze. You know about that?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, my aunt was the music minister of Beulah Baptist Church down there in Tuscaloosa.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we got a lot to catching up. So I won't start on the line because we'll start naming people and it's not TAVA Speaks. We won't call it a Tuscaloosa reunion. But look, let's talk about, financially. You've been retailing the products and, building a business. How's that working for you?
It's working wonderful for me, Mr. Harris. I am going to retire in 2022. And so what I'm doing is building a stable team. I'm getting ready to do this full time. That's my goal. When I retire, to shift right on into the full time mode. of the TAVA, multi-level marketing and network marketing. I kind of shied away from it because I tried my hands at a makeup company and I wasn't successful. I used to just give everything away. But what caught my attention with this is I like the word network because I am a gifted networker. I'm good at it and I recognize that that's my gift. And so that caught my attention. And also I have a nonprofit where my goal, and I go from place to place, training churches and their teams on joint capabilities because I love integration. And so I love to hone in on those skills. And so successful, as far as income, it's been wonderful for me. My car broke down, Mr. Harris, and in July, I got me a new car in August. And not only that, the income, that's residual income that I'm making, I've been investing it. And I didn't know anything about the stock market until COVID, but hey, I'm getting some good returns.
Yeah. You said a few things, you talked about, your car broke down and you were able to go and get another car and you're getting additional income and you are investing into the stock market. That is a great story. And I hope you all heard that because I don't know, I was looking at something the other day, maybe it was on social media, I can't remember. And it said something about, buying bags and buying the nice purses and all that. And not the bags. It was, a coat, wearing a coat, and you may wear it twice and you may spend X amount of dollars. Let's just call it $500. And you may not, how you ladies do, you may get someone wear it twice. And they were saying, basically, take that money and take that income and invest. This is the time right now. This is the time to invest in new things right now. And that's really one thing that, Mr. Lloyd has been teaching here at TAVA, taking the money, and I don't care how much money it is. It doesn't have to be thousands of dollars, just a small amount of money and just take it and invest. So I'm glad to hear that somebody is catching that message. So thank you for catching that message. So, but, I want to talk about, you're confident. If you all can see, she came on here before the show. She was back in the back saying that she was nervous, but you're very confident. So, you talked about networking, and it's a difference. You are a networker, and you just happen to be in network marketing and you're networking with people. You talked about all the things that you're doing in the community. That's where people see you because you're visible. I want you to touch on that. Why? First, it's in your heart. I already know it's in your heart. You help the community because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be doing it. But while you're doing it, you're also meeting people and you're building your customer base because they see you are a leader in need. Not in network marketing, what you are, a leader in network marketing, but they see you are a leader in your community. So I want you to touch on that. Why it's important.
I think it's very important. So I'm driven from a scripture that's 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. I'm very engaged with the Christian community. And a lot of times, this is my perspective. A lot of times we're kind of unbalanced. We just stick with that group and no one else. And I was kind of guilty of that too, because like I said, I've been around the military environment since age 19. And so I was kind of like in this cocoon, this safe place, and getting out with you civilians and those people outside of the base area kind of took me out of my comfort zone. And so I absolutely think it's totally important that we recognize, I look at people as like we're body parts, and that you hone in on the gifts of others. Mr. Flemings, he refers to me as an urchin, and I was like, an urchin is still a part of the sea. So I understand that all joints supplied. And if you just tap into the gifts that people around you have that are strengths to them, things that they love to do, it'll help to compensate for your weaknesses. And so I absolutely believe that we're in this world to be a difference maker. And that's what impressed me as well about TAVA, because I saw Mr. Kenny Lloyd and his wife, and I watch you and Lachelle, Miss Horsley, Tony. I watch before you get buy-in, and I was impressed because there's a spirit of excellence. And I don't think we should just get and not try to help train people to carry that mantle after our time on earth is completed. So those are some of my convictions that I'm driven by.
Yeah, that's that Beulah Baptist Church Sunday school lesson coming out. I hear it. So that's amazing. So that's good. You're absolutely right. You're very driven. and getting in different networks. And I think a lot of times, Ms. Sharon, people get caught like in their day-to-day life, like speaking with the same people. But when you're out serving in different capacities where different people are in a revolving door, wherever it may be, those are the people that see you, and that's where your light begins to shine. So I think oftentimes people, it's COVID, I get that, but people are out. But you're out serving the community, and people see that, and you're making contact with people. There's nothing about making contact. You can sit on the phone and call people to get on your product, but sometimes it takes getting out, because I've been in the industry long time, 2004. And, when I was building a business, my biggest contacts and my wife contacts came from being out in public. It wasn't the friends. It wasn't the family members. It definitely wasn't the people from Tuscaloosa, because you can in your own backyard. Okay.
That's right, Mr. Harris.
You can't do it. They look at you like you're crazy. Okay. So, but I take that back. We do have customers down there in Tuscaloosa. I flooded the market down there with products. So, so we have some people down there as well that are using the product. But you're absolutely right. So I'm so glad that you came on here today. Full of wisdom. I hope you all see and hear the wisdom that Ms. Sharon is providing. But if you had to give one tip to someone who's just getting started with TAVA, Ms. Sharon, because people will come on and they'll get discouraged easily. So, you know what? It's not working. What would you say?
So if I had to give one tip, I would say this. You have to look on the inside. And so for me, I'm driven from within. And one of the goals that I set for myself every day is to be committed to operate in integrity and honesty, and to give people the benefit of the doubt, because I had to learn to deal with rejection. People that you even offer a sample and they're like, well, I'm not interested. And just like you said, sometimes it's those people in your back door. But what I've learned, Mr. Harris, is don't look at the glass as half empty. Look at it as half full. Because think about this. I got kicked out of college at age 47. My master's degree. I got kicked out on my master's in law. God already knew what was going to happen. By the time I fought them and got back in on my own, another program was in place. So I graduated with 2 degrees, with honors, with a little money from them, doing this. And as a result of that, another opportunity fell into my lap to be a union leader. And then this opportunity fell into my lap. So you got to set your own expectations, set your own goals, your own challenges, and stick to it. That's what I would say.
Man, Miss Sharon, you all right with me. I'm going to start calling you. Listen, I never do this, but I want you all to put in the chat. I want 2 questions in the chat for Miss Sharon. And Rocky, you got to help me with the 2 questions. As you all can see, full of wisdom. But I want you all to ask her 2 questions, just 2 questions on here. And I'm gonna pick the question now. Don't you all start asking nothing real crazy. So let's see what questions may pop up there. So, but while those questions are coming, I think I figured it out. You related to Sharita Davis.
Sharita, I don't know Sharita Davis. Barbara Davis, Phyllis Davis.
Yep.
You know them?
Yep.
Druid High School.
Yep. I do. So, all right, let's see. Did a question pop up there, Rocky? Let's see. Okay, Dorothy Cook said, how do you motivate yourself?
Because, Miss Cook, let me tell you, what happened to me in high school is I had a teacher say something to me I never forgot. I was in home economics, and she was trying to get me to say that I was in a lower economic class. And we were broke, but we didn't know it because we ate, we ate from other people's gardens. But I refused to say I was in a lower economic class. I said I'm middle class. So I thought we were getting free lunches because, that was a good thing. And so from that statement that she said to me, it stuck with me, and it still sticks with me, because she was trying to dub me, put these limitations on me because I'm Black, I'm in Alabama, I'm Southern, we're broke. But I saw myself the way God intended for me to see myself. That's how I motivate myself, because every day is a challenge. It's a fight. It's a fight because, like I said, I work in the EO arena. I have to represent discrimination complaints, but I also have to represent myself. And so I'm always guarded, but I motivate myself because I believe in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's how I do it, Miss Dorothy.
Amen. Amen. Listen, you are, man. Woo, boy, you taking me back because I was told that too. You know, I don't know. I was told that too. And man, wow, told the same thing. And you know, that's man, we got a lot to talk about. We have a whole lot to talk about online. So
we don't let nobody else determine our destiny.
Yeah, we don't. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. What was another question? And then it's the last one. Rocky put up a question. What was the last question? Let's see here. What motivates you to have a spirit of fearlessness?
My faith, and because you can allow opposition and rejection to get the best of you, or you can understand that nothing can happen unless it goes through God first. That's how I look at it, Mr. Harris. Nothing can happen unless it goes through God. And so if God allowed it to happen to Job, and he's allowing me to have a Job experience, I'm going to trust in that God to get me through it. Because a lot of times, you know, we can choose to be lazy, or we can choose to take advantage of what the devil's trying to do for us and use it to advance the kingdom. And whether that kingdom be in your house, whether it be on your job, whether it be in network marketing, can't nobody else determine your destiny but you. And so that's where I am, you know.
Okay. All right. Rocky says she had one more question, and that's it. I know I said two, but Rocky, go ahead and put it back up there. Okay. So what would you say to someone who feels like they are what would you say to someone who feels like they are on their own in network marketing?
Well, first of all, you're not on your own, and you have to understand that there's a team that's surrounding you of people that are capable. You know, before I said that you hone in on those strengths to compensate for your weaknesses. And for me, it was, you know, I was very uncomfortable getting out of my comfort zone because of y'all civilians that was outside the military environment. But I learned from being surrounded by people like Miss Horsley, Mr. Fleming, the elite team, and those gurus and those experts, that you have to tap into those gifts to compensate your weaknesses, and don't let nobody stop you. You set your own destiny. And so that's what I do. You're not on your own. I've never seen anything like this. Never. And let me tell you one last thing, Mr. Harris. What really impressed me is that Mr. Lloyd and his wife Shantae, I listened to them, and I know they're not flashy, you know, and God has blessed them to be able to prosper. And I heard their testimony, and I watched them, and what they're doing is they're helping plant seeds, and they're helping to train a generation, you know, that's coming after them to be successful. And so you're the captain of your own ship. So don't let nobody determine your destiny. You're the captain of your own ship. And if you believe that and know that God put you here to not just exist and die, but to make a difference, that will drive you to meet your destiny and your goal. Fearlessly.
All right. I love it. I love it. So you all show Miss Sharon some love. And Sharon, you make sure you inbox me your phone number. I'm going to call you today. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And shout out to you, Mr. Harris, Mr. Kenny Lloyd and his wife Shantae, and the elite team. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for coming on here. So thank you so much, man. Listen, woo, man. So listen, I told y'all there's good people out of Alabama, amazing people out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So, but listen, she took me way back. And, you know, and let me tell you what I caught out of it, because I was told the same thing too. Never let anybody tell you what you're supposed to be. Never let anybody tell you that you're less than. And yet alone a teacher, someone in the public school system, telling you that you are less than. And, you know, don't buy into that. You know, growing up, you know, we're all told that what we're supposed to be doing, what we can't do. But listen, you can do whatever you put your mind to. It's about just, you know, putting in the work, about putting into the work. And, you know, I hate to use this, you know, analogy. If you all know about the Heisman Trophy winner who just won the Heisman Trophy, and yes, he did come from Alabama this year. He talked about how he was the smallest, how he would never make it, how they would pick on him and tell him that he would be nothing. And man, he set all kind of school records, SEC records this year alone because he waited his turn. So what am I saying to each and every one of you all? Wait your turn. You know, you may be out there, you know, sampling product, talking to people, but it's not, you know, that is not working. You have to wait your time. You have to wait your turn. And, you know, so I hope you all caught everything that Miss Sharon was giving. So if you're on here today and, you know, you hadn't had that big breakthrough and you're retailing and you're making it happen, it's your time. It's your time. So thank you so much, Miss Sharon, for coming on here, sharing that today. I appreciate you. So we're going to keep it going. Next up, man, I've watched this young lady on social media for years. And I've been after her. I was trying to see how we were going to recruit her over here to TAVA. And, you know, she was, man, we had her on the hook and it was kind of like she kept going back and we kept, you know, going back and forth. But we finally got Miss Tia Thomas over here to say yes to TAVA. So Tia Thomas, how are you today?
Hi, I am great, Mr. Harris. Thanks
Good.
for having me.
You're not nervous either, are you?
Miss Sharon, she did that. I mean, she dropped so many nuggets. Wow. I was like, I'm in church. So, but thank you for having me. And yes, you did reel me in.
I did. I didn't do it by myself, man. It was some people that you know, I had to you know, get involved to get you reeled in. But listen, Tia, where do you live? Tell everybody where you live. Where are you located?
I'm in North Jersey, so right outside of Manhattan. So I'm in North Jersey. It's pretty cold today. Yep.
Okay.
But I'm originally from Jamaica, the island of Jamaica. So, yep.
So the question is, since you're from Jamaica, are you going back home when we go on this trip?
Oh, yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. You know, I go home a lot, you know, for family and events and stuff, but it's going to be different going with the TAVA family. I will say that it's definitely going to be different. And look, it's going to be on the company's dime. So, hey, you know, and Montego Bay is a lot of fun. And I think the resort that you guys picked, that's one of the top of the line resorts in Montego Bay. So, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you sit back and tell everybody. Say it one more time. So let everybody know where we're going in Jamaica. Since
it's one of the top of the line resorts in Montego Bay, and I know. Listen, I'm Jamaican.
What happened? Okay.
If you had any other resort, I'd say but no, that's top of the line. Top of the line.
All right. So, and are you from Montego Bay?
No, originally? I'm from St. Andrew, Kingston, St. Andrew.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Uptown girl. They call it in Jamaica. You have, you know, you're from the country or you're from uptown.
So you're from uptown.
I'm uptown girl.
I got to remember that. So, but yeah. So listen, glad to have you on here. You've been in the industry for how long, Tia? You've been in network marketing for how long?
Over 15 years.
15 years.
I got in the year before you, seriously, 2003. But prior to that, I was introduced to Mary Kay. And just like Miss Sharon, I gave away all the products. You know, I just wear it. I would just give it away to family and friends. And, you know, at the time, I didn't know it was network marketing. It was just someone that says, oh, you buy this and then it would be good if you sell it. But I didn't know it was network marketing or direct sales. So no one really coached me at that time.
Yeah. So you actually, you know, so you've been in 17 years. I've been in 16 years. So you've been in 17. Okay. So anyway, so, you know, you've been around for a while. You said you're to TAVA, but you set out for a while and you've just kind of been watching, you know, network marketing. So, you know, I always ask people the question, why did they say yes to TAVA? But I'm actually a little different for you. You had some options, you know, you're seasoned, you've been around for quite some time and you've had a lot of success. You know, you're looking at this company that's been in business for over a year, okay? And, you know, you're on the outside looking in, and you know, you start having conversations with Ms. Nina. And what made you finally just say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You know, what do you see here than you see, you know, outside of TAVA?
You know, you're right. You know, when TAVA was first in pre-launch, you know, I got a lot of calls and, you know, my mindset then was different and I was in a different place. And I did try the tea at the time, but I tell you what, whatever you think, whatever you believe is true. Okay. Whatever you tell yourself is the truth. So if you tell yourself this is good or this is bad, it's the truth. And so at the time, my mindset, honestly, I just really wasn't ready for TAVA at that time. I was in another company and, focus on that. But moving forward, Nina never stopped calling me. Even prior to coming to TAVA, she never stopped calling me. And, that said a lot to me. And I was like, boy, she is so persistent. And I would tell her, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that. And, we kind of know a lot of the same people in the industry. And so prior to coming to TAVA, I was looking at I had appointments with IRUPs and 2 other companies. And I told Nina, she said, no, wait, let me get you on the phone with Kevin. And I actually said, oh, no, right? But she put you on anyway. And so, I don't want to say the rest is history because, as you know, I didn't come on right away because I was there were some options, right? What really made me say yes? When I got on Nina's Zoom and I really saw people winning, not just in recruiting, but just winning with retailing the product. The stories of the weight loss and just how the product was working for them. At the time, my first Zoom, I hadn't gotten the product yet, but I was very impressed. Nina does her daily lives. And so I was watching her one day while she was with you guys, and she was going over the ingredients in the Valet 30. And she said something that stood out to me just like a light bulb. She said vitamin D. And vitamin D, especially in women, is very, very important. My primary care doctor, about 3-4 years ago, I had this chronic back pain, right? So, I'm really nervous about it. I was in a car accident, so I thought that was it. So he did all my blood work. And when the blood work came back, he said, oh my God, that is not what you want to hear from your doctor. You just don't want to hear, oh my God. My vitamin D was so deficient. And Kevin, I was in a network marketing company taking really what I thought was great products every day. I'm always a product of the product. And so when he said my vitamin D was so low, Kevin, your vitamin D should be 50 and above. Mine was a 6. I shouldn't at the time be standing. So, he told me how critical it is for you to have vitamin D, but not just for everyone, especially women. And I won't get into the medical things that he did say to me, but just so you know, when she said that, I was like, oh my God. During COVID, I have a lot of friends and family who are in the medical field, and they're from LPNs to RNs to doctors, right? One of the things that they were calling me about, because they knew I was in a health and wellness company, right? Tia, do you have any products with zinc in it? I want to tell you, I wish I had genie in a bottle to create a product with zinc in it. So when Nina said there's zinc in the Valet 30, I lost my mind. And so with the selenium, which I know all about, I learned about selenium about 3 years ago. But zinc and vitamin D, that stood out to me. And then selenium was the icing on the cake. So a lot of people don't know how critical it is. And, I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying the calls I was getting in COVID from my friends in the medical field. And so when she said that, I immediately text her saying, what? Are you kidding me? This is all the stuff in the product. And at the time, I wasn't in. I was still on the fence. But that stood out. And I think that's when I started to really take a look. And I have to say, I thought that these products were a copy of another product company.
Go ahead.
I want to publicly apologize because, I know that there are a lot of people like me that thought the same thing. And so investigation is the key. Don't do what I do.
Stop right there. So I want to go back because I some points that I want to make here to everyone here. You talked about some of the ingredients. You talked about vitamin D. You talked about selenium. You talked about zinc. Yeah, and like I said at the top of the show, if you all were watching, what happened to Tia? Different things move different people. I'm gonna say that one more time. Different subjects and different things move people. And Tia was moved by 3 ingredients. It wasn't the money, the product, it was the ingredient inside of the product. So here's why it's important. here's why it's important. It is so important when you are presenting the information to someone that you touch on everything, because you never know what motivates people. You may think that it may be income. Are people money motivated? Absolutely. People are money motivated, especially now. But that's not everything to some people. You know, trust me. My son keep telling me the same thing. That ain't money motivated. I want to do this. And I'm like, and the money will come. And that's okay. Okay. But you know what? So you have to present all of the facts. You have to get on the calls. You have to listen, and you have to figure out what motivates people. And again, I want to say it for Tia, it was the three things. It was zinc, selenium, and vitamin D.
Yes.
Okay. So now don't get off this call and think that you're calling people saying, well, let me tell you these three ingredients. No, that's not what I said. What I said was different things motivate different people. Okay. So you have to figure out what button to push on someone when you're speaking with them. And here's the real truth. You do not want to, I call it cutting somebody's hair over the phone. When somebody tells me, well, Kevin, tell me a little bit about the company. Here's what I say. We have 4 products. They all work together. We have a call tonight at 9 p.m. Why don't you hop on so you can hear all the information? That's it. When you're trying to cut somebody's hair over the phone, and you all know what I mean by cutting their hair over the phone, giving them all the information. They hadn't seen anything, they hadn't taken anything, they hadn't heard anything, and you're trying to give them all the information in 2 minutes. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Tia got on a call. She heard Dr. Nicole Bramwell. You all give it up for Dr. Nicole. I keep telling y'all, Dr. Nicole Bramwell, if you get on and listen to that training, your people will enroll. Your people will enroll. Your people will enroll, because some people want to hear the doctor. Okay. And it's okay. All right. So Tia, thank you. I had to stop you.
No,
but
you're absolutely right. And, you know, I want to say that I'm a money person, Kevin.
Yes, you are.
I'm a money. I'm a red. If you talk about the colors in network marketing or the animals, I'm a red. I'm a shark. But I'm a lot of everything, the blues and the yellows, right? And so maybe because I'm a mother, you know, I'm a mother of twins, a boy and a girl. They're 12 now. And so when COVID happened, you start to think about your own morality. And so you think differently, you know, what's important, right? I knew the reason why the money didn't really motivate me at first. I just knew that there had to be money here, you know, for Nina to say yes. I knew there was money here. I knew there were people making money. But for me, I kind of had a shift in everything that I was doing when I thought about the company that I wanted to attach myself to. And really, I want this to be the last company. We say it all the time, but Lord Jesus, please. So it was important that the product was superior. And, you know, kudos, like everyone who called me before, you know, I take nothing away. It's just that day, the right time, I just happened to watch Nina, and she was, you know, getting her shot, and she started reading the ingredients. And mind you, we had been talking, she and I, about getting me in. It wasn't a product conversation. It was just, you know, she knew I could thrive here. She knew that, you know, I can win again here. But she did not know those 3 ingredients would have been the reason for me saying, yeah, girl, let's do this. And even when I said it, I have to admit, I was a little bit nervous about it. You know, I've been on the low network marketing for like 3 years, you know, not really operating in my full potential, because I kind of like, you know, was kind of going away from the industry. You know, by profession, I'm a licensed, you know, financial advisor. You know, I'm with one of the largest companies out there. And so I had put that on the back burner for many years to focus on network marketing. And I went back to that because I was like, everything looked the same, right? Everything out there in my mind looked the same. And so when looking at these products, and so I knew the leadership, Mr. Kenny Lloyd. I knew you, great leadership. I knew Lachelle. I didn't know she was working that hard. I got to tell you, but I knew Lachelle. You know, just a dedicated person. And I knew Nina, how she served her team, because about 3.5 years ago, I had a chance to work with her for a quick hot second. But I knew all those things. But for me to be able to offer this, your name is everything in network marketing, and you want people to have an experience. And I want to tell you, I'm so excited because everyone is having what I call a TAVA experience with the products, and they're so excited, and people, I'm building a team, and they're excited, they're having an experience. And so the money, you're right, wasn't the number one, but make no mistake, I did look at the comp plan, okay? And I said, okay, yes. So, but I'm excited. So my yes was because of Nina.
So good. So listen, Tia, you talked about, the Valet 30.
Yeah.
I already know why it's your favorite product, but you also said something outside of the products. You've been around for quite some time, and you've had success, and you're here at TAVA right now. What would you say to somebody who's thinking like it's the same product as this, is that, you're sampling people, what are you doing to get the product in people's hand? That's question number one. Number two, okay, and I want to make sure you answer both. Number two, what are you, you're not coming in with the smaller packs either, because people, and you've experienced this, where people are running out of product. So, it's important to come in with that 500 and above. Am I trying to always hone in? And I know you guys probably think, Kevin's trying to sell. No, I'm not trying to sell. People are literally running out of product the moment they get it. Some people that I know, that I see on this feed right now, product sold out before they even get it, because they pre-sold the product. So I want you to answer those two questions for me.
So how I'm sharing the products, I'm a student of this industry, number one. So, I'm very old school. I believe that I should let the experts share the information. I can share my excitement. I can share what's happening with everyone. But I let the experts, I just invite them to a Zoom. I just let them know, look, these are superior products. I've never heard, I'm like dumbfounded, and they're thinking, yeah, Tia, because when you're in the industry for a long time, they're like, here you go again. What you selling now, girl? But with TAVA, I just said to them, please, look, you can get off. If you think I'm trying to get you in, you can get off before right after you hear Dr. Bramwell speak. And she's so knowledgeable. She is such a jewel in this company, because when the first time I saw her break down the products, I was like, say what? I didn't know anything about dextrin fiber, and the way she explained it about scrubbing, and it really does that. When she talked about the selenium, and even in the coffee and the flare with what got me with the flare, because there are so many other products, Kevin, that talks about energy, but having probiotics for the gut, and having, CoQ10 and, those words, even if someone is new to health and wellness, just the way she validates it, it's icing on the cake. And so that's how I'm sharing the products. I actually share a recording, because we have a call every night. And for people who can't get on, I just share the recording. And I also share, because I have a lot of very, very analytical people. I share her 2 Saturdays ago. I shared that with a couple of people as well, because she's an expert. I'm not the expert. And the way she breaks it down, when you get off, you'd be crazy not to order. You'd be like, okay, I need it like yesterday. And so that's what I'm doing to share with people with regards to the product.
Yeah. So you actually, you just came into TAVA, and I know you have your sights set on a particular rank this month, you and your team. And what's that rank?
Yes. I'm definitely going to Jamaica. So I know you and I had talked about this, minimum executive 2, going diamond. I'm really pushing for that.
Yes,
I really see it, because what's happening, Kevin, is that people are selling out. Like, so many people on my team, right? They came in on that middle section right there, and because they're apprehensive, and I get it, but before they got their product, they're done. Like, it's like, Tia, I can't. One young lady is like, I just sold off all my tea. Like, And I said, I told you. And then another young lady's like, the product was gone within 24 hours. And, you know, so we were on trying to order products last night. And, you know, we're a brand new team. Like, we've been in little over a week. And, but we're excited. We're excited. I'm literally starting over. And I want to say to any network marketer, it is okay to start over. It is okay. It is okay when people tell you no, because no doesn't mean no, i.e. me, right? No means not right now. It is okay because 2021 is a new season. It is time for people to win. 2021 is the year, you know, like 2020 was a year of vision, right? Clarity, you see things, and, you know, it was a year that all of us will never forget. But I think 2021 is a year of redemption, getting it back, our health, and, you know, just restarting, pressing that restart button. And I think TAVA has the ingredients for any new person or a seasoned networker or someone on the NFL No Friends Left list. You can make it again, because the TAVA experience, I'm telling you, that T.
What do you call the TAVA experience? You call it the TAVA experience?
I call it the TAVA experience. I said, you know, I was talking to a friend. She got her tea, her package. And I said, yeah, take it, you know, right after dinner. She said, okay, I already ate. So I said, take it now, and you will have the TAVA experience tomorrow. Yeah. And so we laughed about it. But guess what? She texted me and she said, I've had my TAVA experience. And she's someone, she's a customer. But
so Tia, so you're asking everybody, have they tried the TAVA experience? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I call it an experience. I like that. You know,
I like that. It seemed like you've been on some.
What is that? They said, what is that?
It seemed like you've been on some of our corporate calls with Mr. Lloyd, the TAVA experience. You've been listening in. You've been sneaking in. You got some kind of device.
Yeah, I've been sneaking in, and so it's working, Kevin. It's working. You know. I will say anyone, become a student of the industry, you know, follow the simple mundane steps of, you know, letting the leadership do the work for you, heavy lifting for you. And you guys have everything. Like, I'm impressed.
Yeah. So, you know, being in the industry for a while, you know, what advice would you give someone who's just starting out, you know, and they may have a little struggle, but before you answer, you know, I want to answer it too. Here's what I want to say. You know, all the information that was given here today by Sharon and Tia, you know, here's a little tip for you all. Your contact list should be every day. You know, I know some people that I've spoken to and they say, well, dang, I just can't get anybody right now, but nobody's paying attention. Yes, they are. You know, you have to get outside of your current circle. Your current circle is what's going to take you there. And you have to continue to add to that list every day. And that doesn't necessarily mean you hit somebody over the head right away if you meet them. Like when I'm taking my kid to school, picking them up, dropping them off. That's not what that means. Adding to your contact list is just meeting new people every day. But does that mean you hit them over the head right away? No, that's not what it means. You know, you don't want to, you know, I just had 2 neighbors that moved in here the last 8 months. They know what I do now, but I didn't hit them over the head. I just gave them some free product. You know, have I talked to them about enrolling? No, I haven't, but they like the product. They like it. So you have to continue to add to your contact list, and then you have to know when to approach people. So here's another thing. You want to make sure if you're building a business, if you're a customer, if you're on here, you're retailing, that's fine too. It's nothing, that's great. You can make some great retail money. You see the comments in the chat, but if you are looking at building a true residual income, here's what I'm going to say. Here is not a recommendation. It's something that you have to do month in and month out. You have to. If you want to go to the top of any network marketing company, you need to be enrolling 10 or more people every single month. Every single month. And I'm not talking about the little $99 packs. Yeah, I said it. You have to be enrolling people every single month. It's okay if that's all they have. That's okay. But you have to become an expert on enrolling 10 or more people every month. Here's why. The expectation, you cannot expect someone to come into your business and you're not doing the work. I know that probably stung a little bit. Okay, but I'm just giving you guys truth. Some just dropped on me to say that. So Tia, I'm gonna give it to you. And, why is it important to be enrolling people every single day for you, even though I answered it because I felt like I did, but why do you think that's important?
I'm just piggybacking off of what you said. It's important for you to expose. You have to have your daily exposure activities. In network marketing, whenever you're in a business where volume equals a rank, you just kind of divide that into the amount of days, and numbers count, right? If you invite 10, maybe one or two may come on the call, and out of the two, maybe one will say yes. What you lack in skills, you make up in numbers. So you may not be a big recruiter, but I tell you what, if you call 100 people and I call 10, you're winning, right? And so it's important for people to share this information, because I remember partnering with a company years ago that had a similar platform and similar products, and I remember the moment we hit momentum, and I got in that company about a few months before we hit momentum. And I tell you what, momentum, when you get in before momentum, and TAVA is right there, attracting a lot of leaders now. And so you guys who have been in a year before, kudos to you. You saw the vision, but continue to spread the word, especially now that other leaders are coming aboard. Piggyback off of that. Just say, listen, I know, I told you about this last year, but I want to share with you that, Miss Nina Mora, who's $1 million earner in the industry, just said yes. And they may just say from that, her yes, to say, well, if she could look at TAVA, then I could look at TAVA, right? And so if you leverage other people, whether you're new or not, whether you're just kind of stuck or not, use that to build your business and just build it daily. It is not easy to build a network marketing business. We're all afraid of no's and rejection, but it's a part of the process. Well, no, listen, I've heard no many, many times, right? My husband tells me no all the time. I hear no, honey, can I get no? Okay. And so but it doesn't kill you. And I tell that to new people in the industry, because we're all afraid to pick up that phone. It's so heavy. So what I would definitely say is leverage who is saying yes now. Leverage that, because that's what's going to help you really take your business to the next level. And I just want to say thank you and Lachelle and Mr. Kenny Lloyd, and definitely to Ms. Nina Moore for not giving up even when I said no. I told her no so many times. So I want to give it back to you, but thank you so much for having me. Girl, you're going to make me cry. I know we're going to have a cry fest. So, but just leverage those leaderships, because TAVA, you guys are winning, and we're winning. And so I'm excited because I see the light in so many people's eyes again, in my team. When we're on Messenger talking, we're on Zoom talking, and that gives me joy, pure joy. So that's it. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, thank you, Tia. Thank you for coming on here today. I appreciate you. And, I know we'll be talking again today, because we got a lot to cover today to make sure that you get to this executive 2 rank. So thank you so much for coming on here today. All right. So you all give it up. All right. So, man, look, I know I went over today, but it was important that you all, heard the messages here today. I hope it helped, each and every one of you all on here. I hope you got something out of it, from Sharon, my homie out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And when she said Mackenzie Court, y'all have to know about Mackenzie Court. So, and Tia Thomas, who's been around the industry for quite some time. I hope you picked up some nuggets from her as well, because that's what it's about. When I was building a business in network marketing, I would listen to different teams. I didn't have to be on, it didn't have to just come from the person who enrolled me or the person in my line of business. I learned from everybody, and I would take that knowledge. My wife and I would take that knowledge, and we would make it our own. And, like I said, you have to know what makes people tick. You have to know how to pull on what I call their heartstring, what motivates someone. What Sharon said today, she said it. You have to know what motivates that person, but you also have to know what's inside of you. You cannot let anybody tell you what you can't do. As cliche as that may sound, Sharon had me almost in tears over here, because I was told the same thing. I wasn't supposed to be here. I wasn't growing up. I wasn't supposed to do the things. I wasn't supposed to finish school, high school. I wasn't supposed to finish college. I wasn't supposed to do anything. And you know what? But God, God have other plans for you. Same thing with Tia Thomas. She, like I say, she's been around the industry for quite some time, very knowledgeable. And, you know, she didn't want to do it again. She didn't want to do it again. And yet she's winning and her team is winning. Why? Because it's the products. You know, a lot of people talk about our products being similar. No, you have to get the product in people's hand. If you have product and you're just coming in, again, I got to say it, with the smaller packs, you don't believe. Your vision is here with that. If you believe, you would come in with the larger packs. Packs. I didn't say one pack. You would come in with the packs, because if you believe, if you go open up traditional business and you have to have inventory, that means that you believe in what you're doing. You believe in what you're doing. So listen, I don't want to get on my soapbox because Rocky's already texted me and said, how does Kevin go over? Again, it's the top of the year. So I just feel like I need to speak to you guys because, you know, this is the only platform I have right now because, you know, what's going on in the world. But for you all who I speak with on a regular basis, we talk like this all the time. So listen, go out and have an amazing week. Let's finish the night strong here. Let's set those calls. Let's set our one-on-ones, 2-on-2s, whatever you may be doing. And I will see you guys next week. Also tune in for Saturday's training. Make sure that you tune in. But listen, that's another thing. If you're not getting on the calls, if you're not getting on the trainings, your team's not going to get on the training. They have to see you on here. I see several leaders on here, but guess what? You have to show up too. So make sure you're showing up and your people show up. Tonight, we have Miss Dory Ray at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, who's doing an opportunity presentation. You do not want to miss this. So Rocky, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Go out and have an amazing Thursday. Thank you so much.
Want a slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is I wake up to Valsia, I make mine by the leader, I drink life in a teacup, I like Valet 30 better than tequila, yeah, Valsia, I skip that night. Got a little kick like Tyson. Look so good, better recognize me. It's a type of lifestyle, I'm icy. Still don't need chill on me. Flare pill, yeah, I'm still on it. Bouncy a day and nightly. Got a little kick like Tai Chi. Slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is just a little taste, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is slim waist, all it takes is tip top shape, all it takes is money in the bank, all it takes is no time to waste, all it takes is Tres.